Would you like to sleep soundly every night and awaken feeling genuinely renewed, invigorated, and prepared to face the day? If so, stay still, because what I'm going to tell you could ruin your evening. Today, we're going to explore 7 potent foods that can significantly enhance your sleep quality, and I promise you that the outcomes may surprise you. Let's begin with a typical but annoying situation. Your brain won't stop working, so you go into bed in the hopes of getting some sleep. You turn, toss, and gaze up at the ceiling. Or worst, you go to sleep and wake up at 2 in the morning, wide-eyed and unable to go back asleep. Does that sound familiar? You're not only exhausted after these restless nights, your health is gradually weakened by them, particularly as the years go by. Many people are unaware that around the age of 50, sleep problems become increasingly prevalent. Your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock, begins to change. The instinctive cues that used to direct your sleep start to wane. Here's the good news, though. We already have the tools from nature, powerful, natural, and safe, real foods that interact with your nervous system to help you get back to sleep. No chemicals or lab-made medicines. Real, long-lasting change is frequently observed by those who incorporate these foods into their daily routines. Brighter mornings, more rest, and less turning and tossing. Their bodies seem to be relearning how to rest. And pay special attention if you're currently using sleep aids to get through the night. This might be your opportunity to finally get away. Therefore, make sure you're subscribed if you want to get better sleep. Let's move on to the first dish that could make your nights better. Food number 1. The power of bananas is underestimated. Indeed, the common banana you've seen countless times in your kitchen may be the all-natural sleep aid you've been lacking. However, what is so unique about bananas in terms of promoting sleep? It all boils down to 3 essential nutrients: potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium. They work together to create a relaxing concoction for your neurological system. Potassium and magnesium aid in muscle relaxation, telling your body it's time to release the tension from the day. Conversely, vitamin B6 is essential for the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that elevates mood and encourages relaxation. And serotonin is that. Later on, it transforms into the hormone melatonin, which signals your brain to go to sleep. Let's look at a real-world instance. Imagine Rosa, a 65-year-old woman who has been dealing with frequent midnight awakenings and restless legs. About an hour before bed, she begins eating 1 ripe banana that has a few brown spots on it. She stops twitching at night within a few days. Her sleep gets deeper and more regular after a few weeks, especially after she starts eating other items on this list. Stop looking at the clock at 3 in the morning. Do you want to increase its impact? Try an oat milk banana pudding that is warm and soothing. It's inherently soothing in addition to being delicious. Pro tip: eating a greener banana will also help you since it contains resistant starch, a unique type of fiber that helps your gut's beneficial bacteria thrive. Some of these microorganisms are linked to the synthesis of substances that promote sleep. Remember that this is not an on-off switch. Unlike medicines, bananas don't make you feel drowsy. They assist your brain in remembering how it should properly fall asleep. The Food Knucker 2. Almonds, the silent protectors of sleep. Almonds may initially appear to be a crunchy, high-protein snack. However, they are far more than that. Packed with nutrients, these little powerhouses specifically target the sleep-regulating mechanisms. Again, Magnesium is the star here. It functions as a natural switch for turning off your neurological system. Magnesium begins to slow down, ease bodily tension, and get your body ready for sleep without stress when you eat almonds. That's not all, though. Additionally, almonds aid in the regulation of cortisol, the main stress hormone in your body. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed with your thoughts racing through unpleasant conversations or to-do lists? The cause may be elevated cortisol, which almonds may help reduce. Additionally, don't ignore vitamin E, a potent antioxidant found in almonds that aids in the fight against chronic inflammation. Your ability to get into the deep, restorative periods of sleep may be subtly hampered by this underlying inflammation. Here's yet another important advantage. Healthy fats included in almonds help to normalize blood sugar levels overnight. A blood sugar decrease may be the cause of your unusually alert or even somewhat hungry feelings when you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Almond fats help you maintain steady energy levels until morning. Eat a little handful approximately an hour before bed to maximize their benefits. You can eat them raw or soak them in water for a few hours if you have time. Anti-nutrients that may hinder certain people's absorption of magnesium are diminished by soaking. Are you feeling imaginative? Prepare your own almond milk at home. Almonds should be soaked overnight, then peeled, blended with warm water, and perhaps a pinch of cinnamon added. Before going to bed, sip this and allow the relaxing magic to start. But hold on, a covert sleep disruptor. Prior to delving into the remaining sleep-promoting foods, there is a typical practice that may be subtly harming you, despite its seeming innocuousness. Now let's discuss decaf coffee. Since it doesn't contain actual caffeine, many people believe it's safe to consume at night. Here's the reality, though. About 3% to 10% of the original caffeine amount is still present in decaf coffee. And that's more than enough to keep sensitive people from sleeping. However, how the caffeine is eliminated is more of a worry than the amount that remains. Certain decaf techniques use chemical solvents, such as ethyl acetate or methylene chloride. These substances have the potential to disrupt your neurotransmitters, which are in charge of controlling your sleep and waking cycles, even in trace levels. Here's an additional twist. The taste of coffee and mental alertness are probably conditioned associations in your brain. Therefore, the familiar flavor and aroma may still stimulate your brain, making it more difficult to wind down, even if your decaf contains nearly no caffeine. Therefore, the process itself can be giving your brain the erroneous message, even if you choose to drink a decaf cup. Our brains are creatures of habit, you see. A subconscious signal can be set off just by drinking coffee, experiencing its warmth, and breathing in its well-known scent. Time to depart. Your mind may unintentionally get ready for action rather than promoting relaxation. And that's where the complications arise. Deep sleep, one of the most crucial stages of sleep and the time when true magic occurs, may be directly impacted by this mental turmoil. Your brain clears out the day's clutter, your immune system reboots, and your cells rejuvenate during this time. Even though you officially slept through the night, if you don't stay in this phase long enough, you'll probably wake up feeling lethargic, hazy, and unrefreshed, as if your body had pressed pause rather than reset. Now picture this. You're doing it all correctly. No electronics before bed, a calm setting, and even a meditation practice at night. You may not even be aware of it, but your seemingly innocuous habit of drinking decaf coffee could be subtly undermining your efforts. A better option? A soothing herbal infusion, such as a warm, properly made chamomile tea, can be used in place of your evening beverage. I'll demonstrate a unique preparation technique later in this video that increases its efficacy even further. Your sleep may actually improve after just a few nights of switching from coffee to a natural infusion. This is not merely theory. It is a classic illustration of how deft marketing can disguise a disruptor as beneficial. Although decaf coffee presents itself as a sleep-promoting beverage, for many people it is actually a silent robber that robs them of the deep sleep that their bodies so much need. Food number 3. Cherries. The sleep reset in ruby red. Little, sweet, and wonderful they are. However, the majority of people are unaware that cherries naturally regulate sleep. Melatonin, the primary hormone your brain releases to tell you it's time to go to sleep, is naturally found in these vivid red stones. In a perfect world, your body would automatically create melatonin each evening. However, life does happen. Melatonin production can be disrupted by stress, age, late-night screen time, and irregular sleep patterns. This is where cherries come into play. Eating 10 to 15 fresh or frozen cherries an hour before bed might assist your body re-establish a healthy rhythm, resetting your internal clock and encouraging you to get a good night's sleep. And that's only the start. Additionally, antioxidants, which are strong antioxidants that combat silent inflammation, especially in the brain, are abundant in cherries. Imagine these antioxidants as an overnight crew that removes oxidative stress so you wake up feeling balanced, intelligent, and clear-headed. Have you ever woken up with pain, stiffness, or just away? It can indicate that your body isn't getting the deep, restorative sleep it needs. Cherries facilitate the shift from light to deep sleep, helping your body to heal and your mind to rejuvenate. One more fantastic advantage? When the seasons change, cherries are strong allies. Your body's melatonin cycle may become unbalanced as daylight hours change. No matter what's happening outside, cherries serve as a natural anchor to maintain a steady sleep schedule. Here's a crucial hint, though. Always choose frozen or fresh cherries. Steer clear of dried versions. They frequently include a lot of sugar, which can cause energy spikes and interfere with your body's natural wind-down process. Try cherries by themselves. With a few other sleep-promoting components, they can be blended into a smoothie with almond or oat milk, or used as a light evening snack. They're delicious, simple to make, and scientifically supported. Food number quarta kiwi. The green protector of sleep? It's bright green on the inside, tangy, fuzzy, and could end up becoming your new best buddy when it comes to nighttime. Despite its exotic appearance and preference for tropical fruit salads, kiwis are actually one of the world's most scientifically proven sleep aids. Research has produced impressive findings, especially in New Zealand, the birthplace of the kiwi. Sleep length and quality can be greatly enhanced by eating 1 or 2 kiwis before bed. Why? Because serotonin, one of the most important brain chemicals for mood and sleep regulation, is abundant in kiwis. Most importantly, serotonin is a direct precursor to melatonin and aids in relaxation and emotional stability. Put differently, kiwi sets the stage by signaling to your body that it's time to relax. However, it doesn't end there. Strong antioxidants found in kiwis, such as vitamin C and vitamin E, also aid in lowering oxidative stress, a quiet but harmful element that can affect memory, mental clarity, and brain function. Have you ever awakened up feeling disoriented, unable to concentrate, or simply unwell? Oxidative stress might be at play there. From within, kiwis combat that burden. Here's an awesome bonus, too. More fiber and antioxidants are found in the kiwi's skin than in its flesh. Yes, you can eat the entire thing. Simply use a gentle brush to remove the fuzz. The additional fiber promotes a healthy digestive system, which, surprisingly, also has a significant impact on your sleep quality. Do you want to level it up? An hour or so before bed, pair 1 kiwi with half a banana. Tryptophan from the banana and serotonin from the kiwi work together to boost your body's natural melatonin production. It's similar to providing your brain with the precise resources it requires to create restful, deep sleep. Make a creamy midnight smoothie with kiwi, banana, and warm oat milk for something even easier. It prepares your nervous system for complete relaxation and is sweet and light. The finest part comes next. Kiwi is more than just a sleep aid. Additionally, its benefits can help reduce anxiety, irritation, and even muscle soreness, all of which frequently interfere with your ability to sleep. Despite their small size, kiwis have many health benefits when it comes to sleep. But exercise caution. If utilized improperly, sauerkraut might backfire. You must utilize sauerkraut properly if you want it to be a great sleep aid. Mixing it with the incorrect foods, such as wine, chocolate, or other high cholesterol elements, may inadvertently result in a cocktail that keeps you up at night. Why? Because at the precise moment when your body needs rest, these combinations may create minor but significant changes in the balance of your neurotransmitters and digestion. Sauerkraut is best consumed in small quantities, 2 to 3 tablespoons, and is best enjoyed with a complex, healthful carbohydrate source, such as oats or brown rice. The secret is right here. Eat it 2 hours or more before going to bed. Steer clear of mixing it with red meats, heavy proteins, or highly processed dinner foods, since this might slow down digestion and cause bloating, stomach pain, or even insomnia. Now, if sauerkraut doesn't feel right, your body will tell you. Keep an eye out for symptoms such as flushing of the face, itchy skin, abrupt waves of body heat, or a dull headache when you wake up. These might be signs of histamine sensitivity, which fermented foods can cause in certain people. Are you considering creating your own? It's easier than it seems, so don't worry. Simply cut fresh cabbage into thin strips, rub sea salt over it, and leave it to ferment for a week or so in a clean, sealed glass jar. Always choose raw, unpasteurized versions when purchasing it pre-made. The whole purpose of pasteurization is to destroy the active probiotics. There's more. Vitamin C, which is abundant in sauerkraut, helps reduce cortisol, the primary stress hormone in your body. Deeper, more peaceful sleep is correlated with lower cortisol. One crucial point: use caution if you're using iron supplements. Iron absorption is improved by vitamin C, and excessive blood iron levels can actually inhibit the generation of melatonin, which may impair sleep. Therefore, it's best to avoid taking any supplements with your sauerkraut. As part of a healthy evening meal, just keep it straightforward and organic. You might discover that this strange, tiny fermented meal has significant benefits for your brain, nerves, and ability to actually sleep in addition to your digestive system. Meal 6. You should eat oatmeal for breakfast at night. Despite being a morning staple, it may be just what your body needs right before bed. Oatmeal is more than just a hearty, cozy food. It's among the world's most underappreciated sleep aids. It can help balance blood sugar, soothe your nervous system, and gently put your body into sleep mode when consumed with the proper components and at the right time. Why does oatmeal work so well? Magnesium, zinc, and slow-digesting carbs are the three key components. Magnesium lowers heart rate, calms the brain, and relaxes muscles. The chain reaction that creates melatonin, the hormone your body uses to regulate its sleep cycle, depends critically on zinc. Additionally, the gradual, constant release of glucose from the complex carbohydrates in oats keeps your energy levels steady all night. This final section is really crucial. A dip in blood sugar is the reason why many people wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., not because of a horrible dream or noise. When your body senses that your energy is running low, it panics and wakes you up with a minor stress response. Oatmeal helps prevent that by maintaining steady blood glucose levels. No crashes, no spikes, and no 3 a.m. buzzing in the brain. And that's not all. Avenin, a special substance with modest sedative qualities, is found in oats. Without knocking you asleep or leaving you feeling sleepy the next day, it helps quiet your mind, lowers overstimulation, and settles mental chatter. This oatmeal recipe is perfect for bedtime. In warm almond or oat milk, cook half a cup of rolled oats. Sprinkle with a little cinnamon and add a handful of walnuts or almonds. This enhances the dish's calming and blood sugar regulating properties in addition to tasting fantastic. An alternative is to mix a banana and plant milk smoothie with a teaspoon of ground oats. It is easy to digest, light, and ideal for winding down. As an added bonus, research indicates that people who regularly eat oats spend more time in deep sleep stages, the kind of sleep that genuinely rejuvenates and repairs the body. You will wake up more aware, focused, and in a better mood, even if your overall sleep duration is constant. Therefore, consider adding oats from your morning bowl to your nighttime routine if you've been having trouble sleeping, feeling drained, or having restless nights. Food number 7, Chamomile. The herbal infusion is only effective when properly prepared. Since ancient times, chamomile has been utilized as a natural sleep aid and is essentially a sign of peace. However, the majority of individuals are unaware of this. The effectiveness of chamomile depends on how it is prepared. Just immersing a tea bag in boiling water for a minute or two will result in a weakly flavored beverage with no impact. A substance known as apigenin is what gives chamomile its real potency. By binding to particular receptors in your brain, this naturally occurring flavonoid produces a relaxing anti-anxiety effect that is comparable to some prescription medications, but without the negative side effects. Apigenin is nature's way of telling your nervous system to relax and let go. You must correctly brew it in order to unleash its full power. Instead of using inexpensive tea bags, use dried entire chamomile flowers. To retain the essential oils, steep them in just boiled water for at least 10 minutes while covered. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of flowers per cup for optimal effects. Combining it with passion flower, lemon balm, or a little raw honey, which has sedative qualities of its own, can even intensify its effects. Especially if you do it regularly, drinking this infusion 30 to 45 minutes before bed can turn your wind-down ritual into something truly healing. You don't get knocked out by chamomile. Rather, it establishes the ideal mental and physical conditions for your body to accomplish what it was made to do. Fall asleep effortlessly, completely, and naturally. Chamomile. Only the tender healer. You are aware of chamomile if you prepare it properly. Everybody has. When it comes to relaxing and winding down before bed, this herbal tea is the standard. This is the bit that no one tells you, though. Only when properly prepared does chamomile work. The secret to chamomile's power is apigenin, a naturally occurring plant flavonoid that attaches itself to certain brain receptors that anti-anxiety drugs target. It signals to your neurological system that it's okay to unwind and let go. Here's the catch, though. Apigenin is brittle. The intense heat can negate the flower's relaxing effects if boiling water is poured directly on them. How do you do it correctly, then? Before pouring, let your water cool a little. The ideal temperature range is between 80 and 175 degrees. No issue without a thermometer. The steam is still rising steadily, but just wait until the bubbling stops. Your signal is that. Another important step is now necessary. Steeping time. The tea bag is typically just left in for a few minutes. A huge error. Make sure the cup is covered and steep for 8 to 10 minutes to extract all of the calming components. Instead of allowing the essential oils to evaporate into thin air, this retains and concentrates them in the liquid. Indeed, the container is also important. Make use of ceramic or glass mugs. The chemical makeup of apigenin and other active ingredients can be somewhat changed by metals. To make it more elaborate, use loose-dried chamomile flowers instead of store-bought tea bags. They provide a far greater dosage of apigenin and are stronger and more fragrant. This is the perfect recipe. 1 heaping spoonful of dried flowers of chamomile. 1 cup of water that is hot but not boiling. For 10 minutes, steep while covered. 30 to 45 minutes before bed, have a drink. Include it in your evening routine. Dim lighting, no screens, and possibly some gentle music. When you regularly consume chamomile at the same time each night, your brain begins to form a strong association. The fragrance and taste turn into a sensory cue, indicating it's time to relax because the day is ended. After just a few days of maintaining this behavior, you might be astounded. Longer, deeper, and easier sleep results. Walnuts, food, and sleep are the superfood your brain has been craving. It's likely that you've heard that walnuts are heart-healthy. But did you know that they're also among the best natural sleep aids? Beginning with their beneficial fats, these crunchy, mild-tasting small nuts are packed with a special combination of nutrients that directly affect your neurological system. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which your body cannot create on its own but is vital for the production of melatonin, your master sleep hormone, are especially abundant in walnuts. To put it briefly, your brain uses these lipids as raw material to efficiently and naturally produce melatonin. You can assist your body produce the hormone that helps you fall asleep and remain asleep by eating just 4 or 5 walnuts before bed. It gets better, though. Magnesium, a mineral found in walnuts, is widely known for its capacity to lower blood pressure, slow the heartbeat, and relax muscles. The ideal physiological signals for restful sleep. The fact that walnuts naturally contain melatonin is even more remarkable. This implies that nothing needs to be converted by your body. Melatonin comes directly from nature and is ready for use. Your melatonin levels may be too low or may drop too quickly if you frequently wake up several times during the night without knowing why. You can sleep more soundly at night thanks to walnuts' ability to maintain melatonin production. Let's look at an example from the real world. A 67-year-old guy named Martin used to wake up 2 or 3 times every night for no apparent reason. He saw a significant change in his supper after including a modest handful of walnuts. He started to sleep deeper, and even when he woke up, he was able to go back to sleep much more quickly. Soak walnuts in water for 4 hours before eating to get the most out of them. This facilitates digestion by lowering substances known as phytates that may prevent nutrients from being absorbed. Add them to a fruit high in carbohydrates, such as a banana or kiwi. Why? Because tryptophan, an amino acid present in walnuts, is converted to serotonin and then melatonin after crossing the blood-brain barrier with the aid of carbs. In the meantime, the melatonin is produced throughout the night by the good fats. It's the ideal combination. An hour before bed, try putting some soaked walnuts and kiwi slices in a small bowl. Don't undervalue these little seeds that resemble brains. A quick, tasty, and scientifically supported method to help your body revert to its natural pattern and get the kind of deep, rejuvenating sleep that transforms your mood upon waking up is to incorporate walnuts into your nightly routine. Make sure to subscribe if this was useful to you so you don't miss any more sleep-boosting advice. Your greatest evenings are only beginning.